These are all the best Easter eggs, cameos, and hidden details in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And I just love this movie so damn much that I can't stop talking about it. I might as well be a part of their marketing department. Marvel Studios hit my line. But this is going to be your spoiler warning. I'm going to go deep dive into spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, make sure you drop a like, follow, but then come back later after you've seen the movie. Because I genuinely want to know your thoughts. Alright, last chance, scroll away. Starting off with the drip, the new suits that all of the Guardians are wearing are ripped straight from the pages of Marvel Comics. This is a top tier adaptation of that suit. And I love how everyone in the team gets a suit, not just a select few. This is the best Star-Lord suit, and it would have been even better if he actually wore his helmet. Later on in the movie, they're seen wearing these suits to go out into space. A lot of Gen Z said this was an Among Us reference, but no, it's actually a 2001 A Space Odyssey reference, thanks to James Gunn himself. Now, getting into some of the cameos, friend of James Gunn, Nathan Fillion, makes a cameo as Master Organ Sentry Karja, and this is actually the second time he's cameoed in a Guardians film. He played this big dumb idiot in the first one. He was also in James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, and he was in James Gunn's Slither. In the same sequence, we also get a cameo of Jennifer Holland, James Gunn's wife, and she also appeared in The Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. Daniela Melchior also makes an appearance in the exact same sequence. You'll remember her as Ratcatcher 2 in The Suicide Squad. Additionally, most of the Ravagers from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 return. Sly Stallone returns as Stakar, Michael Rosenbaum returns as Martin X, Krugar, and Mainframe also returns, except this time she's not voiced by Miley Cyrus. She's voiced by Tara Strong this time around, who voices Miss Minutes and basically every cartoon character you know. Judy Greer, who plays Cassie Lang's mom in the MCU, actually voices Warpig, one of the High Evolutionary's bodyguards. Pete Davidson voices that little ugly blob that comes out of the cell where Mantis is like, oh my god, you're not ugly, I'm not shocked because it's you, which I think just fits perfectly with Pete Davidson. Skeet! There's also a really fun high-stakes poker game being played where we see Howard the Duck again, voiced by Seth Green again, making him 3 for 3 in Guardians appearances. Additionally, we see the Broker at the poker table as well. Broker plays poker. And Bazur Mikitakalok, I think that's how you say his name, the lead singer of the band from the holiday special, is also at the table. And Nico Santos plays one of the High Evolutionary's servants. Peter makes a direct reference to his idiotic decision in Infinity War. I thought this was kind of funny. It's like James Gunn saying, man, F y'all for making me have to put this in my script. And for much of the MCU, a lot of the characters get cut away as they're about to say the F word, but not this time as we get our first full-fledged F-bomb in the MCU. Peter, let that thing rip. Another cool detail about this movie that I really love is how, from Rocket's perspective, it's the inverse of what happens in Infinity War and Endgame. In that movie, Rocket's trying to do everything he can to get his family back, but in Guardians Volume 3, it's his family trying to do everything to get Rocket back. Chef's kiss. The flying scenes with Adam Warlock were particularly interesting because I think James Gunn is practicing for the main man in trunks. DC got a good one. Another cool detail, as Peter's listening to the song Do You Realize by the Flaming Lips, there's a lyric that says everyone you know someday will die, but it actually gets cut out as that lyric is about to get played, which kind of foreshadows the fact that nobody in this movie dies. Thought we wouldn't notice. I just had to shout out the No Sleep Till Brooklyn scene because this is now the best hallway fight scene I've ever seen in film history. No sleep till Brooklyn. Linda Cardellini voices Lila, Asim Chaudhry voices Teeps, Michaela Hoover voices Flo. Also in the scene where Kraglин's honing his skills to master the arrow, we get the return of Michael Rooker's Yondu as he comes to Kraglin in a vision saying, I don't use my head to move the arrow, boy. I use my heart. And then finally in the end credit scene, we get a call back to the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special where Peter's grandpa is holding a newspaper that says alien abduction with a picture of Kevin Bacon on the back. Not to mention that Groot says a whole sentence when he says, I love you guys, and he sounds just like Vin Diesel. Not gonna hold you, I kind of shed a tear. A really cool detail that I love was in the beginning of the movie, Rocket's like upside down with some gravity boots. When Nebula asks him, why are you on the ceiling? He says, I'm just working on a new gravity boots, whatever. But that's how he's able to beat the High Evolutionary because he knows that he uses gravity and whatnot. That's that dope ass scene when he says, I'm Rocket Raccoon. Finally, we were introduced to Phi Lavelle in the MCU. I'll do a whole separate video on who she is because she's dope. But those are just some of the cool Easter eggs, hidden details, and cameos that I was able to find. Let me know which one was your favorite down in the comments below. And if I missed one, let me know. And as always, like and follow for more.